Hello, hello friends. Good morning to all of you. Actually, we are today we are looking to how to install CubeMX or CubeIDE, which will be useful for STM32 based microcontroller. Uh, so let's see how to install CubeMX and CubeIDE. Actually, basic difference between CubeMX and CubeIDE is that CubeMX it only generates the code for the peripherals you are connecting to the STM microcontroller, and CubeIDE provides the ID support to that code. Means we can compile the code and execute the code using IDE. So let's see the installation process for CubeMX. First, we need to type CubeMX ID download. So it will directly uh, take us to the STM controller side. So here we can see Cube ID. So if we scroll down, so we will see get software tool. So first two links are for Linux based OS. Third one is for Mac OS. Fourth one is for Linux again, and the last one is for Windows. So if you are using Windows, then click here get software. So here we get one agreement, so need to accept it, and then it will get downloaded here. Then we will see Cube STM32 Cube is right now downloading. And if we want to install CubeMX, so then CubeMX ID download. So here, say for the second one, we will get CubeMX. Yeah, right now you are seeing the Gate software. So below that, the first link is for Linux, second one is for Mac, and third one is for Windows OS. So after clicking Get software, it will be automatically downloaded. As you can see, this one is the Cube IDE, CubeMX, which we are downloaded. So first thing you need to unzip that file and click on the uh, application file. So it will get installed. So right now we have successfully installed the Cube IDE. So I'm just clicking on it. If you are opening it in first time, so it will take just some time to download the libraries regarding STM controller. So I am already using this IDE, so it will open early. So to start the new project, we need to click on Files, then New, and here is one STM32 project. So click on that. Using this today, I am going to show you the demo of timer configurations. So I will configure it in the timer as a delay mode and this timer as a PWM generation mode. So first thing we need to select the controller we are using. So I am using STM32S750XB. 750XB. So this one is my controller. So all the information regarding this controller is showing in under features tab. So for the same we need some documentation. So all things you can get in from there. And suppose if you are using the uh, board of STM32, these are the boards from here you can choose the board. So all the GPIO settings regarding this board is imported to this ID. So I'm choosing this controller. After that we need to select next. So given the project name as I'm using timer 5, so I'm using name it as a timer 5. So finish. Finish. It will take some time to download the device specifics library files. So for the first time it will take some time. So as I am already using this controller, so these files are already downloaded in my. Yeah, yeah. After this will be the uh, configurations of controller. So if you need to select any GPIO, so for that you need to search that GPIO. Suppose port A 9 pin, so it will shows you that this one is the 9 pin. So to configure this pin as a GPIO input, output, analog, as well as timer, so external interrupt, so you can select from there. And all the peripherals regarding this controller are listed at the left side. So here are analog, these are timers, these are connectivity, SPI, UART, I2C, Ethernet, as well as CAN. So whatever this controller supports, so all the peripherals regarding this controller is here. So I'm choosing timer 5. So to configure it as a delay, so we need to select the clock source. So the internet clock source I am choosing here. So it is having 64 megahertz of frequency. So to generate the delay, we need to select the prescaler and auto reload register values in parameter settings. So to generate 1 second delay, I am selecting these values of prescaler as a 64K and the auto reload register as a 1000. So if we need to IRQ of that timer, so we can enable that IRQ and it will give the configurations. So the same procedure is in the CubeMX as well. So it will only generate the code up to this stage. All the procedure are same. After generation of code, so all our files are here in SRC timer 5 core SRC. So here in main all the configurations we have chosen are here. So this one is the timer 5 configurations. Whatever the values we are given to this scalar and period are listed here. Also auto reload enable is listed here. So whatever configurations we have chosen, it will generate the code for us. So this one is the HAL MSP, means we are using library files. So all this code is generated using library files. Using this we can generate the delay of 1 second at the timer 5. So GPIOs we are using is, you can see here, uh, user constraint. Actually we don't need GPIO to configure it as a delay. So these are the configurations for delay. And if you need to use it in a PWM generation mode, So just disable the clock source and configure it in the PWM generation on channel 1. So we can select, this one is the GPIO pin from where we can get the PWM at PA0. These are the parameters setting. A similar parameter we need to select. So how much uh, frequency we need to the PWM according to scaler and auto reload register, it will be selected. So we need, if we need to IRQ, so we need to select that one also. And similar, we just need to save the button, so it will generate the code for us. So this one is the same as Thulamex. So we are going to see right now the ID. Here one is the build button, so we need to click on that. So it will build the code. It will build the our firmware. So whatever code we have written, so it will show zero error, zero warning for code. So that's the demo for Cube ID. Thank you friends, thank you so much. And if you like to watch such videos, so stay tuned, stay subscribed to my channel.